A simple task for today is to plant this new honeyberry plant which came from our group order from Poland. It's a candy blue variety which I don't currently have, and I'm standing here in my honeyberry and fruit bushes propagation beds, although they're not really beds, but all those little 1 and 2 year plants are propagated using the same method, which I'll now quickly show you. I don't currently have space for that honeyberry, so I'll be digging out another propagated plant, which is a black currant cutting, which was directly rooted by just sticking it in the soil in early spring when I was doing the currants maintenance, and it had developed nicely. It had 2 buds develop and made about 30 centimeters of growth. So I'm using my digging fork to dig under it. It still doesn't have really deep and developed roots after only 1 year of growing. But still it's a very well developed root system. This is the end of the original cutting. So about 15 centimeters was stuck in the soil, and the first root from the base developed into a branch, and the main tip also developed. This will be planted out or maybe given as a gift, and now I'll use this space here to plant the honeyberry. So the main idea for this easy propagation method is to plant the original plant a bit deeper. You can see here that when they propagated this in the nursery, it developed 2 stems, and each of those 2 stems will become a new plant. What I'll be doing is putting soil about 10 centimeters up the stem, and next autumn about that time I can dig out the whole plant and separate those 2 stems which will have rooted. And that is the easiest and fastest propagation method, and also if the plant is well developed, you can still get flowering buds and get a harvest. I'm breaking a bit the root ball. You can see that it's a bit pot bound. We have some circling of the roots down here, which is not really healthy for the plant, and if you don't break a bit the roots, they will just continue their circling pattern and they won't spread out in the soil. It's better to lose some roots now than to lose the plant in a few years when it kind of continues its pot-like shape growing in the soil. Okay, so this is the hole which I've dug, and you can see that the soil level will be about here, and about 10 centimeters of the plant will be covered. I'm trying to save the label. I can even try to root this side branch here, so I'll try to direct it a bit under the soil and pile some soil over it. For me, this is the easiest and the quickest method, as the plant is alive throughout the whole growing season, so it has the largest chance of rooting. And also it's something I try to do with all the plants which I receive. because even if I don't have enough space for designated space for all the plants, I can still use them as gift. This is some of the grass which I weeded, putting that on top, and then I'll add some straw mulch. Trying not to press too hard because right now our clay soil is very wet, and if you compress it, it becomes very dense and compacted, and this is not beneficial for the plants.